Happy weekend, everybody. So we got some new Game of Thrones footage. Let's break it down. Doesn't this just make you salivate for more footage? They're coming to South by Southwest in the next month, the next couple of weeks, really. So the idea is they might be dropping something new because they've been dropping all these little teasers. This is mostly hyping up Oathkeeper, which is still in Brienne's position. The idea that keeping her oath, the tenets of chivalry are so important to her. All she's wanted her whole life is to be of service as a knight to a lord or lady, and now she's in service to Sansa, so her oath is to her. But the big twist of the past couple seasons is that her heart has been pulling her to Jaime, which has come into conflict with her oath. There's so much going on right now, so I'll say there is a new round of the Game of Thrones giveaway going on. I'm giving away enhanced editions of the books. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. So the whole Jaime Brienne Oathkeeper thing came to a head last season when the Lannisters were trying to take River Run, but Brienne had come to petition the Black Bitch to get men to help Sansa and Jon fight the forces of the Boltons in the Battle of Winterfell. So there's this really amazing moment where Brienne goes to talk to Jaime, and they're sort of at odds now. They're on opposite sides of the conflict. And then you have Bronn acting the comedian with Podrick, just completely cutting the tension. It was a perfect scene because you have these two characters that haven't seen each other for a while. The last time they'd seen each other was during season 4 when she got her new armor. Jaime gave her the sword in the mission. Find Lady Sansa, protect her, return her to her family.
Looks like a siege, my lady.
You have a keen military mind, Pod.
I thought you'd be dead by now.
Not yet.
They in there?
Uh-huh.
The way she looks at him, the way all women look at him is frankly irritating.
Shouldn't argue about politics.
You're a knight, Sir Jaime. I know there is honor in you. I've seen it myself.
I'm a Lannister. Don't ask me to betray my own house.
You gave it to me for a purpose. I have achieved that purpose.
It's yours. It will always be yours.
So that is why Brienne tried to give him back Oathkeeper when she met him again, because she said her mission was successful. I was able to find her. I'm protecting her now. But it's so beautiful the way they cut the dialogue. There's just no words. They're just kind of looking at each other, both acknowledging the tension in the room and the reality of the situation and what it is they're there to do. Jaime is there to take down the Black Bitch. Brienne needs him very much. Always the realist, Brienne tells them that if they were to meet on the field of battle that next day, that she's going to have to throw down. And she is a badass. There's no way that Jaime could beat her in a fight. Maybe if he had both of his hands still. But he sort of nods, acknowledges that, but probably isn't too worried in that moment because he has the Lannister army at his back. So even if he goes down a little bit, there's no way she'd be able to get away scot-free. But obviously that's not the way things went down. So it sounds like circumstances might bring them back together again, and we're all hoping for some sort of Jaime redemption. Even if he never achieves redemption, more redemptive moments like this, where he saves Brienne from the bear, then gives her the sword back just as a sign of his affection and how much he respects her as a person. Like, you are such a better person than I am. I am human trash. You are the ideal that I aspire to be. So the big hope of season 7 is that more Brienne rubs off on Jaime, but it seems like they're prolonging that quite a bit because now he's still at the head of the Lannister army. We're gearing for another version of the War of the Five Kings. So let me know in the comments, how long do you think it's going to take in, say, like the 7 to 8 episode run that we're going to get for Jaime to turn against his family, if he ever does? Do you think that he would ever turn against the Lannisters under any circumstance? I know there's the theory of the Queen Slayer, the Valonqar. I'll add a link to that at the end of this because it's a fascinating theory that Jaime will be the one to eventually kill Cersei, but it's still a theory at this point because the show's gone so far off book. But really, I think the other side of this teaser in a more general way is just them saying that everyone is gearing up for war because the Oathkeeper blade is being sharpened on a whetstone. Like, you can hear it grinding in the background. But the thing is Valyrian steel actually doesn't need to be sharpened that much. So it's really just the props department sharpening it just a little bit. But let me know, what do you think about this teaser? What do you think it implies? And when do you think we're actually going to get some new footage? Remember, South by Southwest is happening in the next couple weeks. Sophie Turner, Maisie Williams, Dan, and Dave are both going to do a special HBO panel. So there is a high likelihood that there will be some kind of trailer, some kind of footage shown off. and they will probably post that online. So of course I'll do a video for it, whatever they end up doing. Even if there isn't a real trailer, I'll still do a video for whatever information it is they reveal, because now we're in that corridor where they're finishing up filming and they actually have stuff to talk about. So these are kind of like those non-trailer teasers from last year where they didn't have really new footage, but they were teasing new concepts like Bran and the Three-Eyed Raven. So it's all really cool. It'll be interesting to see how they market the show without actually having a trailer ready. Like, hey, we're working on it. This is so amazing. Like, they're trying to hype up the idea that so much work is going into season 7 because there are fewer episodes and they're spending a lot more money and time. What's going to happen next is I have more Logan videos to post, Easter eggs, the future of those characters. So there's a whole bunch of comic book stuff happening this weekend. Let me know what you want me to do for my next Game of Thrones bonus video in the comments below. I'll say congratulations to the latest giveaway winner, Brian Gates. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. There was a new round that started in this video. I'll just announce the winner when I post that next Game of Thrones video. While you wait for that, you can click here to rewatch that Deadpool trailer, and you can click here for all my other Game of Thrones videos. Thank you so much for watching. Let's high five. I'll see you guys in the next video.